Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Ladies and gentlemen, we got the one and only Pastor John P. Key on with us this morning to give us that word. Big bro, man, I love you so much. I know you got a good word, man.
I got a word for you, Ricky. Good morning, family. It's Pastor John P. Key. This morning, I want to share a message of hope and encouragement. Life can be so challenging, and often we find ourselves facing obstacles that seem insurmountable. But it is during these times of doubt and uncertainty that we need to remind ourselves of the power and the strength that lie within us. Like Ricky just said, just be happy he woke you up. That was a lyric in the old song that said, I know I can make it. So today, I want to remind everybody that through Christ, you can make it. No matter what you're going through, hold on to this truth and let it guide you through every storm in your life. Remember 4 quick things. It's easy to get overwhelmed and powerless, but there's a power dwelling within us, providing us with strength, faith in God's promises. Throughout the Bible, we find countless examples of people who face seemingly impossible situations, but they overcame through the promises of God. The power of perseverance. You got to keep on moving. You can make it through difficult times. It is essential that you don't stop and you don't look back at the haters. Lastly, surround yourself with support. No one can make it through life's challenges by yourself. Hang out with some people that respect your victories. This day shall be great. You shall make it. I love you, man, and I thank God that we all are going to survive the storm. God bless you, Ricky.
Yes, sir. Hey, Pastor John P. Key, let everybody know how they can find your music.
Listen, you can hang out with the Hood Pastor on Twitter and Instagram. Follow me at Keetwit, Keetwip, on Facebook. Follow me at Pastor John P. Key Official, and you can find my music everywhere, even in the hood store that's not supposed to be selling.
All right, y'all, here we go. Let's get into the praise right here. The one and only Pastor John P. Key. Let's go.
News headlines,
entertainment,
sports.
it's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 13 minutes after that, I got the front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. The front page is being brought to you by Prilosec. Try Prilosec OTC. With just one pill each morning, experience a full 24 hours of zero heartburn. It's possible while taking Prilosec OTC. Use as directed for 14 days to treat frequent heartburn, not for immediate relief. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. Unfortunately, sad news to report, New Jersey Lieutenant Governor Sheila Oliver has passed. Oliver, who made history as the first black woman to serve as Speaker of the State Assembly, died on Tuesday following an undisclosed medical issue on Monday. She was 71 years old. In other news, the family of Henrietta Lacks has reached a settlement with a biotech company for non-consensual use of her cells. Before her death in 1951, scientists saved tissue samples from her cervix without her permission or knowledge. From her cells came the world's first immortal cell line. The cells have been used to develop everything from the polio vaccine, cancer drugs, and even HIV treatments. I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news. For more on these stories and other headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what you got in sports?
Man, the Houston Astros pitcher Framber Valdez throws the 16th no-hitter in Astros history. That's the third no-hitter in Major League Baseball this season. The NBA legend continues to talk. Dr. J, Julius Erving, man. Listen, he listed his top 10 greatest NBA players of all time. And here they are: Jerry West, Oscar Robertson, Elgin Baylor, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Karl Malone, and Tiny Archibald. If you notice, no LeBron James, no Steph Curry, no Kobe Bryant, but it's okay because this is a whole nother era. The doctor has spoken. Can't even argue. Some people like it. Some people don't like it. But it's just an opinion. It is what it is, man. Those are some dogs that he named. So we'll continue to have these lists.
Yeah, Kobe should be in that top 5.
Kobe's not even on the list, dog. Not on his list. Not on his list.
Yeah, that's crazy.
But it is what it is, man. So that's a whole nother debate. But Gary with the T. What's up there, pimpin'?
All right, y'all. Everybody's talking about the memories like the way we were, y'all. It's being reported that Aretha Franklin's childhood home located in Detroit, y'all, has been officially sold, y'all. They sold her beautiful mansion, her childhood mansion, for $355,000. Now, they're saying, y'all, that the star was originally born in Tennessee back in 1946, and they moved to that beautiful 3-story Detroit home located in the LaSalle Gardens neighborhood when Aretha was 5 years old, y'all. Now, they're saying that the home, it sold for $24,000 less. The person who bought it got it down to $24,000 less. And the home is a beautiful home, y'all, and they're saying many celebrities visited that home, like Mahalia Jackson and Clara Ward. They used to stop by the family home, honey, when Miss Aretha was younger. And they're saying now this new home that is equipped with, y'all, 6 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, and they said 2 of which are half baths, and there's a detached garage, a carriage house, and there's room to park 4 beautiful cars in the garage, y'all. So if you want to buy Aretha's childhood home, it is now officially sold, honey. It was a nice house, Ricky, a beautiful house in Detroit, you know, and I guess
anything past $2,500, I can't do it.
Okay, nah. And you know,
I'm on a fixed income, Gary.
Okay, you and me both, honey. I let it be known all the time, honey. Fixed income, baby. Just, honey, like everybody's, we all, honey, fixed, honey. So, congratulations to the new owners of Aretha Franklin's beautiful childhood home. All right, the color today is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is dark matter. On the high end, you say dark matter, and on the low end, you say beautiful black. That's your color for today, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot and
that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 29 minutes after the hour, y'all. It is time for the hot spot. The one and only Tamika Scott filling in for the brat. What up, Tamika?
Good morning. Like Ricky said, I'm taking over for my girl, the brat. She's at home. But y'all know what? We're bringing you music, movies, and more. Woo! Now, this one is a little deep right here, Ricky. Well, Lizzo is being sued by 3 of her former dancers for sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment. Now, among the most striking allegations, the plaintiffs say they were pressured by Lizzo in fear of losing their jobs to touch nude dancers at a live sex show in Amsterdam. They also accused the body positivity role model of calling out one dancer's weight gain and later angrily firing her for recording a meeting due to a health condition. Now, the lawsuit filed in Los Angeles Superior Court goes on to accuse Lizzo's dance captain, Charlene Quigley, of scolding dancers who had premarital sex, simulating oral sex, and other inappropriate behavior. The suit doesn't say if Lizzo knew about the allegations regarding the dance captain, but the plaintiffs say she was aware of their complaints about her.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they sometimes that's when people be doing too much.
I've heard a lot of stories about like background dancers and just, I mean, that's a whole nother world. Y'all ain't had no background dancers when y'all perform. It's just y'all, huh?
No, we have dancers, but
no issues with the dancers.
No issues at all. None.
That's crazy.
Musty.
Just being a little musty. little tart.
Little tingy.
I cannot. Okay. Now, in other news, SAG-AFTRA says they are in it to win it. According to the union's president, Fran Drescher, the nanny actress appeared on the Today Show yesterday and revealed that actors are prepared to strike for at least the next 6 months. Well, I don't have a crystal ball, but we have financially prepared ourselves for the next 6 months, and we're really in it to win it.
But you know what? Now, Ricky, there's people saying that they're in it to win it, but not all the actors and actresses are in it to win it. Because I saw on TV last night, some of these actors, honey, had to take cleaning jobs. One of them said he was doing working at a restaurant. Because, I mean, all actors and actresses, they ain't rich.
Yeah, that's
true.
That's
they
true.
don't pay nothing. I went and did an episode of Queen Latifah's Star, and I sat in a hot trailer all damn day. But I think I got $1,200.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was in that trailer all day from the time I got off the air until like 11 o'clock that night to play that little role. And I just walked off the set. I said, y'all don't have to pay me. I'm good. I said, hey, you better get it in this next take. I'm going home. Damn, y'all.
He said deuces.
And my ass ain't been back on TV since. I don't know who they called.
Okay. I think they brought Don Cheadle in and let him finish it.
Now, Ricky, this next one is crazy. Now, this right here, I don't know how to perceive this one, but Young Thug's legal team has filed a motion to leave out evidence pertaining to his co-defendant's 2022 arrest, which allegedly involved the sacrifice of goats. Now, the motion reportedly states his co-defendant that he was arrested on a murder charge at his home while in the midst of a religious ceremony which involved the supposed sacrifice of goats. Now, the white and sacrifice goats in effort to bring in fourth law, which helps to run the universe and can grant blessings. Ooh. Young Thug's legal team argues there is no need to show the video because Stillwell's charges are unrelated to the Atlanta rapper's case. Ooh, that is scary.
We're sacrificing pigs,
goats.
but we don't do no goats or whatever.
No more goat curry for me.
Yeah, they a lot of that stuff. It be some strange stuff going on in Hollywood, man. And I tell you this, there's a lot of people dead in the cemetery chasing that star.
Yeah,
chasing that star, and sometimes you have to ask yourself, is your whole life worth it? You know what I'm saying? You know, you want to be the best star you can be, or be the best you could be. But man, that's freaking crazy right there.
That is crazy. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm Tamika Scott, and that's what's hot. Coming up, Rock T has the HBCU. You know. Who you repping today, Rock?
We gonna holler at Clark, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
HBC, you know. It's coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Pimpin'.
Now you know. They know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBC, you know.
What? They ain't ready. It's going down, baby. Another HBC, you know. It's your boy Rock Teasy, man. We gonna always highlight and showcase our phenomenal heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. We finna go to the ATL. I'm talking about that Clark Atlanta University, established in 1865. Home of the red, black, and gray Panthers. Also home of the mighty Marching Panther Band, featuring the Essence dance line. What up, ladies? Going down big, man. We finna talk about one of y'all's former graduates. Oh, yeah. Shout out to the homie Tyree Simmons, record executive, music promoter, songwriter, and DJ. He released multiple studio albums. Several of the top artists in the industry have appeared on his albums and mixtapes. I'm talking about Lil Wayne, Fabulous, Ludacris, Jay-Z, Gucci Mane, Outkast, just to name a few. He studied mass communications while attending Clark Atlanta. Oh, he won the award for Best Mixtape Series, DJ of the Year, DJ Record Label of the Year, just to name a few. Shout out to the homie Tyree Simmons. We all know him as DJ Drama, an HBCU grad of Clark Atlanta University. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBC, you know.
Everybody ain't woke, their ass woke now. All that damn hollering, bro. You
Skippy,
get on my
dog.
nerves, man.
Bear the butt up, boy.
What the hell is you hollering for?
It's time to get up, man. Ain't nobody got
Yeah,
time to
you
be
got
playing
people
with
that,
y'all.
you know, scared the babies in the cars. Old people turned their radios off. What's going on?
The baby's up, too. Let's go, man.
Hey, we got the one and only Tamika Scott sitting in with us this morning. What you got right here?
Ooh, Ricky. This sounds like a Lifetime movie. Now, a former pageant queen and wife of former Auburn football star Robert Shiver was arrested in the Bahamas over allegations of planning her husband's murder along with her bohemian lover. Now, Lindsay Shiver, 36, is in custody along with her boyfriend Terrence Bethel, 28, and alleged hitman Farron Newbold. Now, the alleged aberrant plot to kill Robert was uncovered on July the 16th when authorities were investigating a break-in at a bar. Now, during their probe, police discovered WhatsApp messages discussing the sinister plan. It wasn't immediately known which of the three owned the phone. Now, Lindsay Shiver and Terrence Bethel allegedly began their affair while the Shiver family were living in the Bahamas. Upon discovering the extramarital relationship, Robert filed for divorce, as he should. However, authorities assert that Lindsay was determined to carry out her plan and recruit her lover, Bethel, and allegedly hired Newbold to execute the murder. Now, the trio appeared in court where they were sent to jail without entering a plea in Nassau. Woo, that is crazy.
God. And I'm going to tell you something, boy. If you go to jail in Nassau, you know the Bahamas has over 100 islands. I don't know if y'all knew that. And so on some islands, they don't have jail. They'll send a seaplane to pick you up to take you to Nassau. And I forgot what that jail is called, but I know they talk about it all the time when I'm hanging out in Freeport or whatever. They always talk about this one particular jail, and they say it's one of the worst jails in the Caribbean, and you do not want to go there. But I think what they probably wanted to do was just kill him and then live in the vacation home on the island like forever. Like, why don't you just get a divorce?
Right, just leave.
Well, there's probably an insurance policy attached to that as well.
Well, she's in jail now.
Yeah, and so the guy that she was cheating with, he's from the Bahamas.
Yeah, he's young too. He's 28 years old.
Oh yeah, he was.
Man, they watch enough TV shows to know that these plans don't ever work.
They don't pan out, dog.
Ever.
All you got to do is watch the ID channel. Then you sending messages on WhatsApp.
That's crazy.
Like they can't trace that.
Right.
She was getting dealt with by that 28-year-old.
He was killing it, dog.
That was how Stella got her groove back. Boy, she met that little young dude. Boy, that joker back was strong and.
Yeah, she looking at the ocean. Got up there looking had her over that rail, looking at the ocean.
Tamika, she lost all her good senses.
Yeah, dog.
He knocked the good sense out of her.
That is crazy.
She was like,
Yeah, but husband can't do nothing. He can't follow it. That's like that night you went on stage behind Earthquake. After Earthquake went up there and tore that audience up, and then you came up there and the audience was quiet. Remember that?
Yeah, that was 20 years ago.
Is that a good comparison?
I do remember that. It was 20 years ago.
Earthquake went on stage and killed him, had him rocking. Then you came on stage and what happened?
Let's go to a commercial.
No, go ahead and tell it, Kate.
No, it's all good.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in this celebrity news, y'all. Beyonce, everybody says she's the queen of all things. They say Beyonce could do no wrong. But let me tell you something. People are so evil and mean sometimes to Beyonce, and it really bothers my heart. Now, it's two things that Beyonce recently did, and some people saying yay and some saying nay. First, y'all, Beyonce, she's doing her Renaissance tour, and everybody's raving, and people are spending their last dollar to see Beyonce, or should I say Queen Bey. Well, people are a little upset because at her recent concert, Beyonce was giving shout-outs to people, and she gave a shout-out to Madonna. They're saying, honey, she shouted out to Madonna and let her know that she was the queen because, Beyonce and Madonna, did a collaboration once upon a time. And, Madonna's just recovering from a bacterial infection, that she had back in June. So she was at the concert and she shouted her out, honey. People say, well, she shouted out to Beyonce. Madonna. She didn't shout out to this person or that person.
Can't shout at everybody, huh?
Yeah, but people just being, in particular, just upset because she shouted out to Madonna, and there's other people that she could have shouted out. She didn't shout out to Michelle.
She get to shout out who she liked, and whoever God put on her heart, that's who she shout out.
Well, because I know Michelle Williams didn't get no shout out, and some of the other people didn't. But people just
Michelle
saying,
Williams went on tour with a member of Destiny's Child.
Yeah, but Oprah and Gail was at the concert too, and they got shout outs. But nevertheless, honey, people just say, "Well, girl, why you just shouting out to Madonna?" But anyway, honey, it's a sad situation.
Well, so she got to say what she got. What that mean? You got to shout everybody out. Yeah. How about that? Every singer, everybody ever touched the microphone.
Yeah,
you got to shout them out.
It's a sad thing, but now, Ricky, this story is sad, too, and people are being ugly about Beyonce with this. Now, they're saying, y'all, that recently, honey, Beyonce, she paid tribute, y'all, to a ballroom dancer who was fatally stabbed while voguing to her song at a Brooklyn gas station. Now, the guy name was O'Shea Sibley. He was 20. They say he was at a mobile gas station with some friends when he began voguing while pumping gas, honey, at 11:15 p.m. on Saturday night. Now, they say he was approached by a group of Muslims. I'm going to put allegedly in this. He was approached by a group of alleged Muslim men who told him his dancing offended their Muslim faith. Now, they're saying that the suspect allegedly shouted some anti-gay slurs at Sibley and his friends. They said they were saying, "Oh, we're Muslims, so you don't do this in front of me." Now, they said the surveillance footage captured the 17-year-old suspect walking away and Sibley following him. They said the suspect did turn and stab Sibley in the abdomen before fleeing the scene. And this child was pronounced dead. Well, people being just crazy about it, they say Beyonce honored the late dancer with a tribute on her website, writing, "Rest in power, O'Shea Sibley." People saying why she didn't shout that out at a concert to let people know, that this guy was voguing to her song when he was fatally stabbed instead of hollering out to Madonna.
Well, you said she put it on her page?
She put it on her website.
Well, that was thoughtful. I mean, it's still Beyonce. She put the thing up on her page. I mean, she can't shout everybody out while you're on stage. You only got like 30 seconds in between songs.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to lose the crowd standing there shouting everybody out. Then it becomes a Joe Biden speech. That's what the audience energy becomes, right? You got to keep that show moving, man. That crowd hype. You can't shout everybody out now.
Yeah, but they say he was dancing exuberantly at one of the gas pumps when he was approached by those several men who was offended by his dance and took Beyonce's song. So, I don't know. Tamika, do y'all shout out to people at y'all concerts and what have you?
We be trying to get off the stage. We go over, sometimes they charge you. So, nope.
For real.
Yeah, you got to go to the next song.
What? I don't know, but bless her soul, honey. But I mean,
That's how much time you had on stage that night at Uptown.
Yeah.
What was your next story, Gary?
Yeah. Did you shout out anybody that night on Special K?
No. I didn't shout out nobody. I just shouted out God and said,
all right.
the Lord.
Oh, man. Give it up for God. Give it up for God.
We're going to pull tape on. Ricky, you got tape on that? Did anybody
Gary,
have tape
what's your
on
next
that?
story?
It's a Special K. Ask everybody, stand up if you love the Lord, and then walk off there and say, hey, y'all, you see I got a standing ovation.
The color today,
but I'm going to try that.
The color today, y'all, is dark matter. On the hand, you say dark matter, and on the loin, just say beautiful black. That's your color for today.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, 8669 RICKEY. Call me now. Wake up calls. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so we be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Wanna know what you calling from? So come on and tell us. Just wake up.
This is Rodney Clay, and I'm calling from Minneapolis. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Kim Lee from Columbus, Ohio. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. This is Frank Jeter calling from Belleville, Texas. Like to wake up my wife, Edna. Love you, baby. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, good morning, good morning. This is Corey D. Francis calling out of Fort Nickendale, Florida, at the bottom of the map, giving love to all my family and friends around the world. We say, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley Show and staff. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Radio. It's a whole gang of cities tuned in, locked in. What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know.
Come on, Huntsville, wake up. Chattanooga, wake up. And Shreveport, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Where you at, Jackson? Wake up. Savannah, wake up. And Charleston, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
A sad duck.
I don't know. I don't know.
Random as hell.
Did you pour on the horn dog?
All right, y'all. 26. 25 minutes after the hour, y'all. Donald Trump has been indicted for the third time, and attorney Warren Ballantyne is going to be joining us next to break it all down.
Play the horn again, dog. Play the horn again.
Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. We got a lot of stuff going on, man. Yesterday, former President Donald Trump was indicted for the third time. Charges against him are in connection with his efforts to try to overturn the 2020 election loss. So here to talk about it and break it all down, CNN contributor and attorney, member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Y'all welcome to the show, the one and only Mr. Warren Ballantyne. What up, man?
What's up?
Man, listen, I love you, bro, man. Thank you for coming on, man. Break all of this down, Warren, and what does this mean?
Well, a lot of people are seeing this and they're believing that Trump could possibly go to jail from this. But the reality of it is, Rick, he's not going to go to jail for this. He's going to still be able to run, even though he's indicted, and he's going to get some more indictments. He's still going to be able to run. In fact, even if he goes to jail, if he wins the election, he still will be president of the United States.
Wow. Well, Warren, it's so great to have you on the show to really break this down. Do you think that the case is going to go to trial before the election?
Well, I think a lot of people think that's going to be the case, but it's a lot of procedural motions here that's going to be filed. I mean, even from change of venue to the fact that this particular judge, who was an Obama-appointed judge, has been rough and tough on the January 6th, other people who've done things. So his team is going to make a whole lot of arguments, and they're going to say that they can't get a fair trial in the District of Columbia because Biden won it like 97% to 3%. So it's going to be a lot of procedural issues, so it probably won't go until after the election date.
Warren, I know that you don't seem too optimistic that this is going to happen before the election. I kind of disagree. I kind of think that they will be able to get this in before the election. As far as him not really having...
Is that up to the judge in Miami? It depends on what case you talking about, this particular case?
I'm talking about the case that just came down yesterday.
Right.
I just really feel like the government, Jack Smith, I feel like it took them a long time to get to this point, and I think that they're going to put some procedures in motion to make sure that this trial does take place before the election. I just think the biggest thing is, for me, is whether or not they're going to allow this trial to be televised. And I think that's going to have a tremendous effect on how it's perceived amongst the general public.
Right.
Just like the George Floyd trial, I think that needed to be televised, and I think this one needs to be televised as well, because if it's not televised, then they're going to be two different narratives on what really happened in the trial.
But does that help Trump, though?
What, being televised?
He raising a lot of money off of it.
Well, it don't matter. I think that people need to see actually what he did. They need to see what the government's case against him is, and they need to see what his defense is. And it needs to be laid out so that everybody can watch it in real time.
What you think,
actually
Warren?
happened.
Well, I will say this. I do think it should be televised, but even though Jack Smith streamlined this is why you only see United States v. Trump and not all the other co-conspirators like Giuliani and Eastman and other people, to try to streamline it, but that's a procedural motion, again, for the defense. Hey, you're putting these people on as witnesses. We had no time to even dig into them or confront them. And by the rights of the Constitution, we get a right to confront our witness. So even though you're hearing people say, oh, this is streamlined, in D.C., they don't want to give up a speedy trial. They want to go to speedy trial. It's still procedural motions that can be filed that can push this off 2-3 months at a time. So this could literally go right before the election or right after. I think it's going to go right after the election because of all the other cases that he has and the 2 more that's coming down the pipe. But I do agree it should be televised.
All right, Warren. Hold on, we got 30 seconds. Warren, we're gonna get you back on. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
Man, you can follow me on the gram on the Truth Fighter. Follow me on X now, I guess, on the Truth Fighter 1 or Laverdad. But I will say this to everybody that's listening. The only way that this is changing is if we come together as a people and say, look, we want something different. We need term limits on everybody. If we put term limits on everybody, we wouldn't even have this nonsense that's going on right now where the Republicans won't even tell the truth and say that this man should not be president of the United States.
Hey, man, we love you, man. Appreciate that commentary. We definitely going to be talking more about that, man. Hey, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, Warren Ballantyne, Chicken and Waffle Mix, coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Yesterday, former President Donald Trump was indicted for the 3rd time. Charges against him are in connection with his efforts to try to overturn the 2020 election loss. So here to talk about it and break it all down, CNN contributor and attorney, member of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Y'all welcome to the show, the one and only Mr. Warren Ballantyne. What up, man?
What's up, brother of Nigga Phi Fraternity.
Man, listen, I love you, bro, man. Thank you for coming on, man. Break all of this down, Warren, and what does this mean?
Well, a lot of people are seeing this, and they're believing that Trump could possibly go to jail from this. But the reality of it is, Rick, he's not going to go to jail for this. He's going to still be able to run, even though he's indicted, and he's going to get some more indictments. He's still going to be able to run. In fact, even if he goes to jail, if he wins the election, he still will be president of the United States.
Wow. Well, Warren, it's so great to have you on the show to really break this down. Do you think that the case is going to go to trial before the election?
Well, I think a lot of people think that's going to be the case, but it's a lot of procedural motions here that's going to be filed. I mean, even from change of venue to the fact that this particular judge, who is an Obama-appointed judge, has been rough and tough on the January 6th, other people who've done things. So his team is going to make a whole lot of arguments, and they're going to say that they can't get a fair trial in the District of Columbia because Biden won it like 97% to 3%. So it's going to be a lot of procedural issues, so it probably won't go until after the election date.
Warren, I know that you don't seem too optimistic that this is going to happen before the election. I kind of disagree. I kind of think that they will be able to get this in before the election. As far as him not really having...
Is that up to the judge in Miami? It depends on what case you talking about, this particular case?
I'm talking about the case that just came down yesterday.
Right.
I just really feel like the government, Jack Smith, I feel like it took them a long time to get to this point, and I think that they're going to put some procedures in motion to make sure that this trial does take place before the election. I just think the biggest thing is, for me, is whether or not they're going to allow this trial to be televised. And I think that that's going to have a tremendous effect on how it's perceived amongst the general public.
Right.
Just like the George Floyd trial, I think that needed to be televised, and I think this one needs to be televised as well, because if it's not televised, then they're going to be two different narratives on what really happened in the trial.
But does that help Trump though?
What, being televised?
He raising a lot of money off of it.
Well, it don't matter. I think that people need to see actually what he did. They need to see what the government's case against him is, and they need to see what his defense is, and it needs to be laid out so that everybody can watch it in real time.
What you think,
actually
Warren?
happened.
Well, I will say this. I do think it should be televised, but even though Jack Smith streamlined this is why you only see United States v. Trump and not all the other co-conspirators like Giuliani and Eastman and other people to try to streamline it, but that's a procedural motion, again, for the defense. Hey, you're putting these people on as witnesses. We had no time to even dig into them or confront them. And by the rights of the Constitution, we get a right to confront our witnesses. So even though you're hearing people say, oh, this is streamlined, and D.C., they don't want to give up a speedy trial. They want to go to speedy trial. It's still procedural motions that can be filed. They can push this off 2-3 months at a time. So this could literally go right before the election or right after. I think it's going to go right after the election because of all the other cases that he has and the 2 more that's coming down the pipe. But I do agree it should be televised.
All right, Warren. Hold on, we got 30 seconds. Warren, we're gonna get you back on. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
Man, you can follow me on the gram on the Truth Fighter. Follow me on X now, I guess, on the Truth Fighter 1 or Laverdad. But I will say this to everybody that's listening. The only way that this is changing is if we come together as a people and say, look, we want something different. We need term limits on everybody. If we put term limits on everybody, we wouldn't even have this nonsense that's going on right now, where the Republicans won't even tell the truth and say that this man should not be president of the United States.
Hey, man, we love you, man. Appreciate that commentary. We definitely going to be talking more about that, man. Hey, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, Warren Ballantyne. Who is this? Let me guess.
Hey, Black Tony, you know, I sent you a text. I told you last night I got a dentist doctor appointment this morning. They gotta take my goals out. Cause my goals done went bad in my mouth, and they said that would make my breath stink. So they changing me some new goals out, and But listen, Shawty, I don't want to talk to you because I don't feel like, because I'm already nervous going in there getting my.
They said you said a gold teeth making your breath stink.
Yeah, they say them gold. Because we were trying to figure out, I be brushing my teeth every day, talking about, boy, your breath still stink. So they said, we got to switch your golds out because them gold done got.
No, man, don't get them back in there. Get some veneers, bro. Get some veneers.
Shawty, I don't want to talk to you, Shawty. I want to talk to the Miracle. You got negativity all over your body, Shawty. I don't want to start my day with your negativity. I want to talk to Tamika because Tamika nice, Shawty.
Hi, Black Tony.
Hey, Tamika, get him out of our business. Look, hey, Tamika, listen up, Shawty. See, because they be slandering my name in front of you and you company, you know what I'm saying? I don't like them making me look bad in front of you because you're going to tell everybody else I'm not good because that's how they be talking. But Tamika, don't listen to Ricky because he be asking me what he talking about yesterday, talking about why you ain't at work, You know what I told him, Tamika?
What you tell him?
I said because I'm just out here. I'm just kicking it. You know what I'm saying? And then Jaline gonna try to add to it, talking about you just trying to get away from your responsibility and not come to work. And I said, Jaline, I'm not trying to get away. I'm trying to come to work. You know what I mean? Like, who can I run to if I'm trying to not be at work? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Black Tony.
You know what I don't get? What I don't never get from them folks that don't understand it.
Oh.
They'll never give me no understanding.
Ricky.
That's why I
so
call
wait, what you need from us is understanding.
And then that's why I called my mama. My mama said, you ain't got to stay in there with them folks who treat you bad. Just come and come to my house, because these the arms of the one who love you. You hear me,
Well, everyone up here is so sweet. Everybody is so sweet. So I don't know.
That must be their little secret then, because I don't know nobody else that's sweet. They all...
these are all escape quotes.
All escape songs. So funny.
Hey, Black Tony, come to work, man. Stop playing.
But Tamika, you know when I'm going to show up?
When?
Tonight.
Oh.
It's the hot new product on the shelves for ladies' intimate self-pleasure that's affordably priced and effective. It's the Tulip. Not as good as the Rose, but it's better than your man. And it's only $9.99. The Tulip comes in 4 sizes: small, medium, large, and how many kids you say you got? The Tulip is powered by 2 AAA batteries, not included. It's the Tulip. If the wop is dead and not really whopping, crank up the Tulip and get those juices popping. It's a little early for that.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, 5 minutes after the hour, Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news. Y'all, NeNe Leakes, baby, she is giving insight, y'all, into the breakdown of her relationship with the Bravo network, y'all. This network that made her a star. Now, she did a 2-part bombshell sit-down with Carlos King on his Reality with the King podcast, and, you know, she's revealed, y'all, that where she stands with Andy Cohen and Bravo after filing that lawsuit, which, you know, has been dropped, honey, against them for allegedly creating a hostile and racist, y'all, work environment. Now, she said, quote, I had a love and respect for them, Bravo. She said, honey, that I don't think they ever had for me. She went on and said that, honey. She said, to this day, she said, I still respect them for what they do. They do it great. She said, you cannot take that away from them. You know, and she also went on to say, despite the long-lasting respect, the reality star won't back down, y'all, from the damage allegedly done. She said, unfortunately, honey, I was not experienced enough to know that in a lot of these corporate places, Ricky, they don't love you. She said that. She said, you're here to work, and they could throw you out the door anytime you feel like it. She said, I love them, and, honey, I had a personal relationship with them. She said, but when she started Bravo, she said, Ricky, they were big. She said, but baby, they weren't that big like they are now, honey. She wanted to say, I talked directly to the president of the network and directly to Andy. She said, today, honey, they have grown so big that people aren't talking to them directly. She said, you got to talk to somebody else to get to them. She said, all she wanted to do on the show was to be treated fairly. And she said, a lot of those girls on that show today, honey, that's working on that show today, she said she went to bat for them, honey. She said she fought for them, honey. She said, none of those girls, honey, you know, it didn't do the same for her. And, you know, and it's sad, though. I feel bad
You got
for
to, at the end of the day, man, when it comes to these networks and radio stations, whatever, you got to realize it, for them, it's business.
Yeah.
And a lot of time, you being a human being, and you might not be as business savvy, sometimes we take it personal when our company's just doing the business that benefit them.
Right.
And so one thing Alfred taught me a long time ago, you can't ever get mad at somebody for making a business decision that best suits their business. And I never forgot that. And that's from our boss. That's from our owner.
Yeah.
He told me that one day, and I never forgot it. So I don't take stuff personal. I just kind of negotiate. I get in there and grind and negotiate. I shoot back. You know what I'm saying? They send an offer. I send it back. And we get it right, and we meet in the middle and shake hands and sign the paperwork. It's not personal.
Nothing is personal, honey.
Yeah, I agree, Ricky, and I also think that, with these reality stars, it's really about leveraging the exposure. I mean, you look at people like Candy, who really did a great job at leveraging the exposure that she got from Real Housewives of Atlanta. So I think NeNe probably should have focused more on that as well, you know?
So, Tamika, do y'all do anything like that in the group, honey? Does that happen? Does the same thing happen in the group, or y'all just all smiling kumbaya?
We're kumbayaing right now.
Oh, well, good.
Good.
All right.
Let's stay right there.
Yeah. Moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Michael Strahan, he should be kumbaya. Now, it's being reported, y'all know Michael Strahan, honey. He's on Good Morning America, whatever that show he's on. Well, now they're talking about, once upon a time, he dated the beautiful Nicole Murphy, which is Eddie Murphy's ex-wife, and then he was once married to his beautiful wife, Miss Wanda Hutchins, back in 1992, where they welcomed their 2 children, Tanita and Michael Jr. Well, now it's being reported, honey, he's dating this new woman, honey. They say, honey, he was madly in love with her. Her last name is Quick. I'm going to get her name soon. But nevertheless, he's madly in love with her. They said, but baby, he should have did a background check on her. They say, baby, Miss Quick, honey, this girl, honey, he met at a bar. Hear what I said? She was met at a bar, and she was of European descent. He met her at a bar, and they fell madly in love, honey. They say, nah, honey, he wound up doing a background check on this heifer. They say, baby, she then robbed her grandmother. Her and her boyfriend robbed her grandmother for $6,000, honey, in jewelry and money and stuff. And they said she done been to jail, honey, a couple of times. But this is who Michael fell in love with. Poor Nicole Murphy, honey, when he was dating her, they said allegedly he put a damn tracking device under her Range Rover to find out where she was going, and they wound up breaking up and stuff. But he didn't do no backup check with Miss Quick because she didn't robbed her grandmother and been to the pen and all that stuff. But this is who
how much you get from my grandma? $6,000.
$6,000. Yeah, of jewelry and money. Her and her boyfriend. They said this girl went to jail, honey, but it's amazing how she worked at a bar and he met her and fell in love.
Them be the ones that be having that fun.
I guess they do, honey. They got that fire right, honey.
Yes, sir.
Okay, them be the ones.
We say it all the time.
The ones that go to church and the ones that sit up on the bench, the circuit court judge. But it be the ones that stay in and out of jail be the ones that have you, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
She make less than $21,000 a year.
Say what?
Yeah.
She make less than $21,000 a year.
Yeah.
And don't know nothing about politics.
Don't know who represent her in Congress. Ain't got no table manners.
She don't know the difference between a mayor or a governor.
But them be the ones. Them be the one. Them be the one to put you to sleep.
You say, where you live? She say, Atlanta, Ga. Atlanta, Ga? What is Atlanta, Ga? I would have say on my mail, Atlanta, Ga. Them be the ones that make you make bad decisions. I live in Miami, Florida. What? Miami, Florida?
Well, her name is Kayla Quick, baby. She's in
Birmingham, Al. I don't know why I say that on my mail. It say Birmingham, Al. Baby, that's not what that means.
Girl, she said she live in Cleveland. Where? Cleveland where?
I live in Cleveland. Oh. All my mail say Cleveland. Oh.
Anyway, congratulations, y'all, to Michael Strahan and Miss Kayla Quick.
She live in Baltimore where?
I live in Baltimore, Ma. What that mean?
It's actually MD.
Say, girl, just go on and get back in the bed.
Nashville where today? Nashville where?
Nashville 10. I don't know why my mail say. All my mail say Nashville 10.
The color today had one of my favorite.
Charlotte where?
Wait,
it say Charlotte Nick.
The color is dark matter on the hand. You say dark matter on the low. Just say beautiful black. That's your color for
Columbia
the day.
where?
You say Columbia Skunk. Why I say Columbia Skunk?
Oh, no, take it.
And y'all still get with them.
They the
They be having that fight to make I ain't lying to
be
me.
the one.
It's Wellness Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Watch our Rickey Smiley Morning Show every Wednesday. Hey, it's Wellness Wednesday. Hey, we got the one and only Dr. MJ Collier. He is back with an update from the medical community, and he will also answer your general medical questions. Dr. Collier, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley. Good morning, Rock T, Special K, Gary with the T, and Maria Moore. Thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to give healthcare information to the listeners of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. So, Rickey, great topic today. I have just returned from the National Medical Association Conference where I gave a presentation on limb salvage. That means preventing non-traumatic amputations in African Americans. And I learned a lot doing that presentation from some of the other people that participated. One, Ricky, do you know that African Americans have a 300% higher rate? 300% higher rate of non-traumatic amputations due to diabetes and diabetes with peripheral artery disease. So this is a major, major problem with the African American community, because it doesn't matter whether you are well educated with great insurance or whether you have Medicaid, the amputation rates are higher for African Americans. Again, 300% higher. So what is the problem with that? One, half of people that get a non-traumatic amputation with diabetes are dead within 5 years. Half of them, 50%. And if they have peripheral artery disease and they get an amputation, half are dead within 1 year, and 70% are dead within 3 years. So
and why is that?
This changes your lifestyle. Well, because of the complications of diabetes, and you get an amputation, you become non-ambulatory, and so you usually gain weight, your blood pressure gets worse, your diabetes gets worse, your disease process progresses. But there are other psychosocial issues too. If you're a man, you're taking care of your family, and now you got an amputation, and you can't work anymore, and now you're on disability, it has a major depression effect on you as well. So we're talking about the mental health, the social health, the physiological health of these individuals. So now we formed the national task force that I'm going to be heading that's going to talk about this disease state. And we're going to go around the country and try to decrease these numbers. And guess what, Ricky? You can go to any large city with a large African-American population like Detroit, Atlanta, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., and the amputation rates is not just in southern Mississippi where they are the highest. Louisiana, where the meeting was in New Orleans, the highest, some of the highest rates in the country, but also major cities like Atlanta. So if you're African American, you have diabetes, you're at very high risk for having a non-traumatic amputation. And the problem is that amputation first is what comes into the minds of the doctors that are providing you with care. Let's amputate that leg or foot, versus let's try to salvage. There's so much technology now that can improve vascular flow in the lower extremities and save those legs and feet. So that's what we're trying to do, Ricky. So that's where we are right now.
All right, let's go to the phones. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
I have a bone spur on my shoulder as a form of arthritis, and I want to know if replacement is the only option, or is there some kind of laser surgery that can be done?
Well, there's a lot of technology now that can grind that bone down, and they can do it arthroscopically, which means minimally invasively. So if you don't have a torn rotator cuff, then you might be able to, quote, grind that spur down. And laser is one of the technologies, but they have a lot of different various ways that can be done. So the thing is, you have to go to a doctor that has that technology available and knows how to use it. So I would get a second opinion on somebody before they say you have to have a total shoulder replacement.
All right, you're on Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Well, I'm 50 pounds, and I couldn't lose my gut. I have a hernia, and I want to know, how serious is a hernia?
Well, a hernia is an opening in the musculature of the abdomen that allows a loop of intestines to come out. Most of the time, it's a sliding hernia, which means it moves in and out easily and doesn't cause any real obstruction to bowel function. But if it gets trapped, now you have a bowel obstruction and a medical emergency. So while it's casual, while you're having this issue, you can easily have this repaired. Don't wait until it becomes a major health problem. Just go on and plan it now so you can schedule your recovery time, work with your doctor, and get that surgical repair, and then you may see that you're going to lose some of that abdominal weight.
All right, y'all, Dr. Collier, good morning.
I've been having migraines for a while, and I heard that caffeine was good. I heard that caffeine was bad. Which is it?
Caffeine works in a lot of patients. That is what is in Excedrin. Excedrin is a mixture of aspirin and caffeine and Tylenol, and so that is why it is specifically targeted for migraine headaches. And there are other prescription medications that include various combinations of muscle relaxants and caffeine, and sometimes even codeine. So if it gives you relief, great. That's why a lot of people will take, particularly in the South, a goody powder and put it in a Coca-Cola. The caffeine in the Coca-Cola helps with the headaches, and they get great relief from that.
All right, y'all, Dr. Collier, good morning.
I have sleep apnea and wanted to know if I'm sitting with the CPAP machine, is it reversible, or how long does it take?
But oftentimes you can have a surgical procedure that will remove your tonsils and adenoids and remove the uvula which is a little thing that dangles in the back of your throat. They can take all that tissue out and open up your airway and take you off of that CPAP machine. But if you're just on the CPAP machine, you're on the CPAP machine for the duration. The problem with having obstructive sleep apnea is it is associated with other chronic diseases like diabetes and uncontrolled high blood pressure. It makes it very difficult to control your blood pressure when you have sleep apnea and you don't use the CPAP machine because of all the stress hormones that come out at night while you're sleeping. But I would look, there are surgical alternatives. You can have it fixed and relieve yourself of the burden of being on the CPAP machine.
All right, good morning. Go ahead.
Dr. Collier, I'm wondering, we're getting ready to start school again, and I'm seeing on the news that COVID is going up, and just how can I protect my kids?
Okay, once again, wearing masks is going to be the key. Most of the people that had COVID within the last year had the Omicron variant, and they changed the vaccine to particularly and specifically protect you from the Omicron vaccine. So if a person has not got the new booster, it's not a booster now, it's a vaccine because it's the only one that's available. But it covers you for the original COVID as well as the Omicron variant. So you have plenty of time before school to get that booster. You don't really need to get your flu shot until toward the end of September or early October. But go ahead and get that booster now for the COVID because we're going to have a twindemic. This winter is going to be bad, really bad COVID and really bad flu. So to protect those children from the infectious diseases, which usually they're going to get over, but they're going to bring it into the household, and the parents and the grandparents are going to be negatively impacted.
All right, hold on. We got a letter. Dear Dr. Collier, this is Clarence from Douglasville, Georgia. Is it true that men use a baby shoe to help them with their bulge when they go to the American Legion?
Sometimes baby shoes are just rolled up athletic socks. So that's a social phenomenon, not a medical one.
Man, bye, man.
Your mental
bye,
health.
sir. Have a nice day,
you,
sir.
These are the opinions of Dr. A.J. Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show cast, or its production crew. You can reach me on all social media at @ASK_Dr. Special Facebook Live this weekend on Saturday. I'm going to be at the Black Nurses National Conference here in Atlanta, and I'm going to do a 3-hour presentation. So tune in on Thursday and go to all my links at @ASK_Dr.
Dr. Collier, did you say a baby sock?
No, those long tube socks that the OGs wear. You got to have, a substantial amount of push there.
The Nike sock, you have to roll that Nike sock and put it in that front pocket and angle it. Then you walk on stage and do your speaking engagement.
That's exactly right. How did you know? And it always gets great applause. They say a standing ovation sometimes.
Quickies. What do you call a male buck with no antlers? A transgender.
Quickies.
To you, boy.
Quickies.
You gonna eat your cornbread?
Quickies.
Rickey Smiley, the next time you come to Richmond, Virginia, make sure you have some creases in your jeans.
Quickies.
Yes, it's Kevin Hart, Buckwheat Real Daddy.
Quickies.
I work for Southwest Airlines, and y'all quick to forgive y'all baby daddy, so y'all can forgive us.
Quickies.
What's down, Ricky? We checking in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
What's up, Ricky?
Quickies.
I just called to say I love you.
Quickies.
Ricky, put that foot on my neck.
Quickies.
Gary, you look like a chicken nugget with legs.
Quickies.
Look at the white shoes. Look at the white shoes.
Quickies.
Yo, Smokey, send me a dub. I ain't selling you nothing. Now raise up for Craig Potter to come out here.
Quickies.
Oh, Ricky, you so fine. You so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Ricky.
Quickies.
I was from the High School. Good morning, Rick Smiley.
Quickies.
Rick, I'm sweeter than candy and a whole lot more.
Quickies.
I'ma shoot the dice, but I bet not crack.
Quickies.
Come and knock on my door. I'll be waiting for you.
Quickies.
Tell me what from Detroit. If a hen and a half laid an egg and a half and a day and a half, how many eggs did the hen lay in 19 days?
Quickies.
1, 2, 3. Chicken nuggets.
Quickies.
Good morning. I want to wish my daughter Morgan a happy 2nd birthday. Mommy loves you from Athens, Georgia.
Quickies.
Hey, Ricky, they're talking about your boy Boo.
Quickies.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Quickies.
My daddy was master at fishing. We call him a masturbator.
Quickies.
Gary likes dictators.
Quickies.
Ain't no dog. Ain't no dog.
Quickies.
Jane, I said grapevine, not mine. Oh,
Quickies.
From Oklahoma City, to God be the glory.
Quickies.
Yeah, hey Ricky, all those songs you talk about, Duran, those hits came from Nile Rodgers from Chic.
Quickies.
These boots were made for a walk, and that's what people will say. One of these days, these boots are gonna fit on special K.
Hey.
Hey.
I got that, baby. Songs upstairs in your head all day. Coming up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. This whole Yellow Brick Road CD is remind me of my. You know, I ain't gonna get emotional. I got a nephew named Ron that was born August the 1st. His birthday was yesterday, and just coincidentally, this song right here, Benny and the Jets, was Ron's favorite song. And every time I would pick up him and Brandon, I would always play Lovely Day, and I would always play Benny and the Jets on our way to Six Flags. Ron passed away. He would have been 34 yesterday. And yesterday I was just, he was my nephew. I was just in my feelings yesterday because yesterday I just really grieved his death hard. He died a year before Brandon. I just got all these pictures with both of them growing up as kids and a picture. But Ron used to love this song. I just want the world to know his name. His name was Ronald Birdsong. Great kid. And I would hear them playing, him and Brandon up there in that room playing Benny and the Jets. And he was obsessed with this CD special K.
I would say that Benny and the Jets, to me, is the equivalent of Prince's Purple Rain as one of the greatest musical compositions, lyrically. Just what Elton John did with the piano on this song is what Prince did with the guitar on Purple Rain.
Yeah.
It's iconic.
And Lord knows I'd try to sit down and play it and can't. If I could find the easy piano version of it, I could. That's a hard song to play, but I absolutely love Elton John. And I want to dedicate that one to Ron's mother, Jennifer. Jennifer Birdsong. Send that out to you and your family, Miss Leela. All of y'all, I love y'all, thinking about y'all, the whole Birdsong family. And rest in peace. Happy heavenly birthday to my nephew, Ron Birdsong. I say that with a smile on my face this morning. All right, appreciate that. What we got coming up next? I don't know. Oh, yeah. Man, the Rickey Smiley birthday beach blowout goes down next weekend in Daytona Beach, Florida. Man, we so excited to be there. Orlando. Everybody, all of our listeners at Star, all of our listeners that listen to us on Hot 105 in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach. Everybody that listens to us on Star 94, Orlando. I'm so excited. People driving in from Gainesville, Duval. So happy to have y'all. Valdosta, Georgia, Albany, Georgia. Everybody from surrounding areas. All the people that's coming from Birmingham. People come from Dallas, Chicago, D.C., and L.A. show up to everything, period, point blank. Those three cities in Atlanta. Three cities that's going to always represent on every event like this. Event is, I think, is sold out. Friday night, we got the big comedy show going down with myself along with celebrity comedian Sean Larkins. Somebody wrote Larkin. Sean Larkins, Rita Brent, and my good friend. Y'all please welcome to the show. Gonna come to Special K.
Yes, sir.
Special K, we did a show in Cleveland at the Harrah's?
Harrah's Casino.
Yeah, Harrah's Casino. Yeah, he gonna bring his ass up there and just take over the stage and just show out. And I had to pull him to the side, and that's the video on Facebook. I pulled him to the side in the dressing room and cussed him out real bad. Him and my man from Dallas. Alton,
Celebrity.
Who? Yeah,
Celebrity on the show with y'all?
Yeah, him and comedian Celebrity don't come and just try to take over the damn show. Got the audience, got the crowd out there laughing so hard, folks falling out crying. I don't like stuff like that.
Alton's a great comedian, and he's a great DoorDash driver. And
yeah, right, Kay. Let's hate on him.
He also does DoorDash, and
hey,
he works at the post office. So,
y'all
he had me
welcome
scared, man.
Yeah, y'all welcome to the show, Alton Walker. Give it up.
Yes,
for
sir.
Alton Walker.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Everybody clap. I'm here.
Come on, Gary, clap now.
Me and Special K did everything we could to not have you on the show as a guest because.
Oh, come on now.
Because you had the audience laughing so hard, and you know, Special K and I, we real insecure with younger comedians that be doing too much, man. Why you be doing too much on stage, man?
Hey, man, and when he pulled me to the side, I was scared, too, because he was serious, like, come here, man. I was like, oh, shoot, I'm off the tour that quick. God, dog it. And then, man, but I appreciate you, man, for having me on the show, man, for real. I'm excited.
Hey, you had the audience laughing till they was crying. You think you bad, don't you, Alton? You think you bad, don't you?
I'm just trying to be like y'all, man. You a Special K.
Yeah, these new jacks, man. These new jacks come along, and they just real disrespectful.
Then you going to come up there, you going to try to outdress me and Special K, knowing that we started in the 90s. What's up with that? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Listen, I had on some regular jeans and my God Ain't Pleased t-shirt, man. I'm just happy to be here, man. That's all. I ain't trying to step on no toes or no shoes, man.
Man, Tamika Scott, go on with your question. I don't want to talk right now.
Okay, what are some things you can think of right now that God ain't pleased with that's going on right now?
Oh, right now, they trying to get my girl Lizzo. And God ain't pleased. Y'all know I love Lizzo. If you follow me, I love Lizzo and the Lizzoites. I call them the Lizzoites to all my big girls. And they trying to get my girl saying that she fat shaming. And I don't like it. God ain't pleased. I'm so tired of these skinny girls. They getting these BBLs, Special K. They putting their stomach in their ass. I call it a stomach ass.
Oh, okay.
They got stomach asses. And God ain't pleased.
Is God pleased with Tina Lawson filing divorce on Tina Knowles, whatever her
God
name
ain't pleased with her too. You who else you gonna get? Bobby Jones? Nobody left. Bobby Jones gospel.
But is he pleased with Richard Lawson for having all that porn in his phone?
I mean, hey, listen, I can't get mad at that. What's
Hold on, Alton. Hold on, I just blacked out.
Bobby Jones, gospel. Give it up for Tina Lawson, man.
They make a good couple though. When you think about it.
And Beyonce.
That's their new stepdaddy, Bobby Jones. She could be Tina Knowles, Lawson,
Bobby
Jones.
Alton, you got me crack. You know I watch Bobby Jones.
That's my dog right there, man. Yes.
How he introduced himself?
Bobby Jones. You know he was trying to get Sexy Red on that when he was at the beat. Give it up for Sexy Red in Pound Town. Bobby Jones.
Hey, how you talk? How Dr. Bobby Jones talk when it come on right before church? Come on.
Hey, everybody, thank you for coming to the Bobby Jones Show. Gospel. Listen, tonight we got Tina Lawson, Beyonce, Sexy Red on the Bobby Jones Show.
Hey,
Gospel.
hey, somebody like Yolanda Adams go out there and tear it up, and Bobby Jones try to follow her with a song.
Oh, he get on my nerve, too.
No, don't try to follow them. Just say keep it going. Don't go behind. You can't go behind Yolanda Adams and sing Jesus will fix it.
Jesus will fix it. Oh, after a while.
So I want everybody to know that comedian Alton Walker is going to be one of the comedians. We're going to be interviewing all the comedians that's going to be on the show. And we got special guest artists that's performing, y'all. It's going to be off the chain, man. Hey, Alton, man, let everybody know how you can be reached and how they can follow you. I'm going to tell Bobby Jones.
Well, you can reach me on Alton Walker Show, ALTONWALKER Show on Instagram. Bobby Jones.
Y'all give it up for Alton Walker, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, 25 after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Maria, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, RSMS family. Here's what's happening in news. New Jersey Lieutenant Governor Sheila Oliver has passed. Oliver, who made history as the first black woman to serve as Speaker of the State Assembly, died on Tuesday following an undisclosed medical issue on Monday. She was 71 years old. In other news, Ricky, the family of Henrietta Lacks has reached a settlement with a biotech company for non-consensual use of her cells. Now, before her death in 1951, scientists saved tissue samples from her cervix without her permission or knowledge. From her cells, Ricky, came the world's first immortal cell line. The cells have been used to develop everything from the polio vaccine, cancer drugs, and even HIV treatments. Now, this came from a black woman. Lastly, Amazon has announced that it has expanded its virtual health service. The Amazon Clinic is now available to customers in all 50 states and Washington, D.C., and offers easy access to licensed clinicians for virtual care. I'm Maria Moore, and that's what's happening in news. For more on these stories and other headlines, visit RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Already, man. Houston Astros pitcher Framber Valdez throws the 16th no-hitter in Astros history. Shout out to H-Town, man. That's the third no-hitter in Major League Baseball this season alone. Word is that former Dallas Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott is talking to the New England Patriots, y'all. You know what I'm saying? He still ain't signed with a doggone roster yet. Still ain't on nobody's team. But this is one of my Rock T bold predictions that he will probably wind up as a New England Patriot. It ain't done yet, but we're going to find out. Stay tuned.
But why don't
NBA legend Dr. J, Julius Erving, man, he's been on social media with a lot of his opinions and stuff that he's been expressing. And he listed his top 10 greatest NBA players of all time. Let me go down this list and y'all tell me what y'all think. And I'm going to tell you who's not on it. Jerry West, Oscar Robertson, Elgin Baylor, Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, Michael Jordan, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, Karl Malone, and Tiny Archibald. LeBron James not on this list. Kobe Bryant is not on this list. Steph Curry's not on this list. Believe it or not, Larry Bird is not on this list. And he is not on this list. So it is what it is, man. This is the doc, man. It is everybody. Some people like it, some people don't like it, but it's his opinion. If 10 people made a list of 10 greatest NBA players of all time, all lists would be different. Now, there's only one player that I would probably add to this list that's not on there, and that's I mean, you kind of got to put Kobe or LeBron on there. Super Dave, real fast. You got to kind of put Kobe or LeBron on there, dog. One of them.
You got to put LeBron on.
LeBron
is he's the closest thing to Jordan. I'm not saying he's even close to Jordan, but he's the closest thing to Jordan.
And out of respect, you know, everything. Say what you want to say about Bron Bond. The dude is the all-time leading NBA scorer, so they got to count for something. It is what it is, man. That's my quick sports report, man. We got the hot spot coming up next.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
I just want to shout out the Black Tony. Black Tony, you see how Rock T recorded his sports and then left and went to the dentist? Because he ain't here. Let the cat out the bag this morning. Yes, sir. Rock T is in the car. Just listen to himself. And then Super Dave gonna try to make it seem like they, Rock T.
He gone?
Yeah, that's right. He's gone. He been gone. He been gone an hour ago. Yeah, no, I'm gonna let the listeners know y'all be cheating the radio station and still get paid. Your ass record something and leave, I'm gonna tell it. Rock T is at the dentist with his son. No excuse. I know he's trying to get his son ready for school, but no, sir, you will not. He is not here. That was a ghost. That was, which is okay.
Yeah, you try to be a responsible parent and a good father. The shame.
This segment right here is being brought to you by
Secret Clinical Antiperspirant gives you 72-hour odor protection against sweat caused by stress, heat, and activity. Secret has your back, and it works. Tamika, good morning, girl.
Good morning, girl. I'm Tamika Scott, sitting in for the brat this morning, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. Well, yesterday, we talked about the tragic passing of Euphoria star Angus Cloud, and Zenata has released a statement with a black and white photo of Cloud and wrote, "Words are not enough to describe the infinite beauty that is Angus. I'm so grateful I got the chance to know him in this life. To call him a brother, to see his warm, kind eyes and bright smile, or hear his infectious crackle of a laugh. I'm smiling now just thinking of it. I know people use this expression often when talking about folks they love. They could light up any room they entered. But boy, let me tell you, he was the best at it. I like to remember him that way. Please be kind and patient as grief looks different for everyone." According to the recent reports, Cloud's mother contacted 911 on the day that he died to report a possible overdose. She told police that her son didn't have a pulse. Cloud was later pronounced dead on the scene. Our prayers are with his family, and may he rest in peace. Well, Lizzo is being sued by 3 of her former dancers for sexual harassment and creating a hostile work environment. Amongst the most damaging allegations, the plaintiffs say that they were pressured by Lizzo in fear of losing their jobs to touch nude dancers at a live show in Amsterdam. They were accused the body positivity of the role model of calling out non-dancers' weight gain, and later angrily firing her for recording a meeting due to a health condition. Now, the lawsuit filed in Los Angeles Superior Court goes on to accuse Lizzo's dance captain, Charlene Quigley, of scolding dancers who had premarital sex, simulating oral sex, and other inappropriate behavior. Now, the suit doesn't say if Lizzo knew about the allegations regarding the dance captain, but the plaintiffs say she was aware of their complaints about her. How do y'all feel about this?
I feel bad. What do you think, Rock T? Rock? Rock? Gary.
I can't. I'm not doing this with you today,
Rock
Ricky.
T. Play it again, Dad, at the Crickets. Rock T, what are your thoughts? Rock. You did that sports hard as hell. And now we're trying to talk about this. You don't want hello? What's wrong, Gary?
Baby, there's a moment of silence in the wake of Rock T.
Play burn rubber on me, because that's what he did.
Y'all
gonna find a hyena.
Yeah, y'all not finna be on the clock. You ain't doing this. I'm snitching.
Oh. Right. You know what they say, Ricky? Snitches get stitches.
And might have been the fight right to right. He's strong as hell. Hell no.
Oh,
did he clock out before he left though?
Oh god.
He what?
Did he clock out before he left? Or he's still on the clock.
Well, what do you think? Right, did the clock out? Hello, call us.
I'm Tamika Scott, and that's what's hot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.